guys having a great day as always. Today's video will be updating you on our Grand Cherokee build, going over some of the damages, and telling you guys some of the possible changes we'll be making to it in the future. So I pulled it out of the garage. So here it is, you guys. We moved it out of the garage just to spray it off. I'll get most of the dirt off before we pull it back in the garage and start working on it again. I have it pretty much fully stripped down. That's the old bumper we ripped off. We're not going to be using that again. That was already messed up. So let's go ahead and just start with the front and work our way to the back. So as you can see, there was some rust spots on the hood. These were from like rock chips that came up and chipped it and rusted a little bit. So we sanded all those down. So those will be good here on out. Sanded the hood down, the fenders for the bed liner. Did some body work on this side. This dent is filled in pretty much perfectly. These are going to need a little bit more body filler, but I ran out. I ordered some, so it should be here today at some point. I'll update you guys on that as it comes. But these were pretty bad dents from when I hit a tree. They're turning out pretty well, so we'll get rid of those dents before we do it. Back here is where the real damage starts. So as you can see, the unibody is pretty screwed up. Right here, we got in an accident, we got rear-ended. Right here got pushed in, which this isn't too bad. I'm probably gonna leave that. This is pretty bad. Most of the impact was on this side of the Jeep, as you can see, when we got rear-ended. So I might try to hook the winch up to this from the Wrangler and pull that out a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I might just leave it. We got to figure out a way to mount a custom rear bumper that we'll be fabricating. So I got to figure that out. I'm thinking a pretty standard bumper in the back, and then having pipes that come around here and come up under here, because I don't want it to hang down very far for clearance reasons. Let's go ahead and keep moving. So on this side, I went ahead and filled in the dents where the door handles were from when I hit another tree. And I actually went ahead and already bed lined the trim on this side just to see how it would look. This is just with like spray paint can bed liner. We'll be actually spraying on real bed liner on the entire car. I think I'm gonna do it black and then make the secondary color the color of our Wrangler over there. I think that would look sick. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing I want to talk about. So I have this extra set of 37s on wheels that actually fit the Grand Cherokee. I want to roll one up next to it, see how they look. We might try to squeeze 37s underneath of it. So let's go ahead and roll that up there. So here's the look. Obviously we have to raise a little bit, cut some of the fender out, trim that so that way we can turn and everything. I think they look pretty sick. I'm gonna have to look into suspension options to lift it high enough and where we'd cut the fender. The back fender is kind of difficult to trim just because there's not much to trim here, so you'd almost have to trim back here, possibly stretch it a little bit, figure that out as we go. I think the 37s look good. My initial plan was 35s on this with like 6.5-inch long arms and upgraded axles obviously. Might try to fit the 37s, not 100% sure. These are just leftover from the old ones we had on our Wrangler, but we got new ones for that. I might try to stuff them on here. I have the full set of 4, so it would be a lot cheaper to put these under here, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Should we try to fit these underneath of the Grand Cherokee, or should we go with like 33s, 35, something like that? Let me know what you guys think. All right, let's go ahead and pull this thing back in the garage and wrap up this video. Listen to how this thing sounds when it starts up. Go ahead and get this thing back in the garage to keep working on that. Alright guys, and that's all for today's video. Like I said, we're stuck at the house, so I'll probably be getting as much done as I possibly can on this build. The only thing that's going to limit us is possibly ordering parts with certain businesses being closed and stuff like that. But we're going to go ahead and try to knock out as much as we can on the build. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what you guys think. Should we run 37s? Should we go 35s, 33s? What do you guys think from experience? Give us a reason behind it and everything like that. I'll catch you in the next one.